So what was the update about? Every time Google does an update, it's always about the same thing. It's about aligning their search engine result pages with their corporate mission. And their corporate mission is to serve high quality, highly relevant web pages to the people using the search engine. As long as their results are high quality and people like what they're finding when they're searching with Google, they're going to continue to use Google. Here's an image of the big losers. This is from Systrix.com. This is a really nice chart that I got from them. This is just a screenshot. They show the top 25, I believe, losers from this Panda update, and you're going to recognize some of these URLs. Okay, article base down here, number 12. That's a place I used to submit articles to all the time. Associated Content, another one. Buzzle, another one. Article Directory. Hub Pages, everybody should be familiar with Hub Pages. Suite 101, that was one that I talked about on my article marketing webinar here on OfferVault. Easing Articles, if you follow me for any amount of time, you've probably heard me give the 100 articles in 100 days speech, right? I used to be able to launch an affiliate site and submit an article a day for 100 days to Easing Articles and do nothing else, and that site would start to make money. And that's just not going to be the case anymore. Mainly due to the fact that Easing Articles is not going to be sending me the same amount of traffic, as they are 90% less effective in the search engine results than they used to be before this update. All right, so these are some major players and very affiliate marketing friendly locations. These are places that we could go submit articles, get backlinks to help our search engine rankings, as well as have that article show up highly in the search engine result pages for various keywords. Right? So while these properties still exist, right, they still get some traffic, just because of this negative impact from the update doesn't mean you can't use them. It just means that the traffic they send you directly is hugely diminished. What you can do about it, this is really going to be the meat of the talk tonight. This is what everybody wants to know. Okay, well, you know, either your site lost the majority of your traffic or you were de-indexed altogether. What can you do about it? I'm going to tell you right now, if you were de-indexed, I'm going to suggest that you move on. Nobody wants to hear that. There's certainly things you can try and do, but it's not looking good if you're de-indexed. If you lost traffic at any level, but are still indexed within Google, there are things you can start doing to help rectify the situation. I'm not going to promise that it will work for you, but it will put you in a better standing. And these are things that I personally am doing, and I'm not afraid to recommend other people do, obviously. All right, so again, I want to point out my source here. This article is from SEOboy.com, recovering from Google's Panda update. Very good website, lots of great information. Again, this is a nice little blog post, how to take a look in Google Webmaster Tools to find out if you have duplicate meta content. Okay, we always hear about having duplicate content on our sites and how that's such a bad thing when it comes to organic SEO or SEO in general. But what a lot of folks don't realize is that duplicate content can also consist of your meta content. What is your meta content? Well, if you're doing proper on-page SEO, your meta content consists of your meta descriptions, your meta keywords, and your title tags. Those are all very, very important on-page factors, specifically the title tags. And those are the most important on-page factor. All right. But if you use Google Webmaster Tools, which is a free thing to use, by the way, you can sign up for that. If you have a Google account, it's very easy to start using it. Some folks worry about Google knowing too much about their business or too much about their sites. I threw that fear out the window years ago, and it hasn't been an issue for me. In fact, their tools are very, very good, and they're free, especially this Webmaster tool. All right? So if you log into the Webmaster tools and click the HTML suggestions, you'll see on the left-hand side there's a link that says HTML suggestions. They will tell you exactly where you've got duplicate meta descriptions, duplicate title tags, etc. Now, pay attention here. If you are a WordPress user, which I know a lot of you are, so we talk about WordPress a lot here in OfferVault. If you are a WordPress user, you may end up having quite a bit of duplicate meta content, right? Meaning your title tags are duplicate, your descriptions are duplicate. This happens because a lot of people use All-in-One SEO Pack or Platinum SEO Pack, and they use the automation tools involved in that plugin. And that automation will duplicate title tags unless you are personally going in and creating unique title tags for every page you create, which you should be doing, by the way, if you're not already. Right? Depending on how you're using those plugins, you may have a lot of duplicate meta content. I want to make sure to make a point of this, that everybody heard me on this, okay? Because this is something that's going to affect a lot of you. All right, that's my #1 suggestion of what you can do about this thing. If you find duplicate meta content, get rid of it immediately. Okay, that's step 1, finding problem content. We're going to continue along that line with finding the problem content on your site. There's a number of different things that could be signals for the Panda update. One of those things is indexed tag pages. Again, if you're a WordPress user, you understand that WordPress automatically creates tag pages when you enter your tags. Unless you are no indexing those tag pages, which is simply a matter of clicking a checkbox with the right plugin. If you're not no indexing those, you're going to have duplicate pages within Google, okay? Or index tag pages. And tag pages really have no value. They're just words that are links to other pages on your site. Right? There's no value there. It can be considered duplicate content in some scenarios, okay? So if you have index tag pages, use the no index on that. Long story long, all right? If you have ESL content, this confuses a lot of folks. And if you're outsourcing a lot, if you've got a team of outsourcers, you're very, very familiar with ESL content. ESL stands for English as a Second Language. If you have writers out of the Philippines specifically, well, not specifically, but out of the Philippines, India, anywhere where English is their second language, the content they write just isn't read the same as someone who has impeccable English or English as a first language type of person. Okay? I'm not saying that your grammar, that your punctuation, everything has to be perfect. I'm just saying that it needs to read as though it is not ESL content. And again, if you're outsourcing, you know exactly what I mean. Right? Just those funny ways that they say things sometimes in content. It just doesn't sound right. It's just one of those things. It's hard to describe, but you know it when you see it.